Hey everyone, Senraikai here. Today I'm going to be watching the fourth episode of Munou na Nana. And yeah, show's pretty great so far. Really trying to get into the meat of the show now that we do have kind of Kyoya side of things to a degree. Got some very valuable information on him. The fact that, well, we learned the sister thing before, but now we learned that he actually has, the sister has disappeared. And that was kind of the start of his path of being a cool, investigator. And yeah, also he's immortal, at least if you believe him. And he gave us evidence on that. But, I'm always open to the possibility of like half truths, trying to deceive your enemy. Like at this point, he's not sure that Nana is the enemy. Like he's just kind of wary of her because of, yeah, her relationship with Nakajima, I think his name is, and just kind of like, yeah, they're very tied to each other, and especially together in the last time he was ever seen alive. So she's definitely on his radar, but like she even said herself, there's not really a good motive there. So that's probably the only thing stopping her from like really jumping up the list of the suspects, like hardcore zoning in on her. But I mean, if he eventually figures out her backstory, that could be a big point in his favor. But yeah, last episode, the two of them really bonding, becoming friends, which made it all the more sad that she tried to kill him, but luckily he survived. It's no big deal. But yeah, I feel like there's still a whole lot of classmates we really haven't gotten too much focus on, like the sheep girl to be for as an example, right? So now that we have gotten some focus on Kyoya, our other main character, I do hope we get to, focus on some more of the classmates, get to know them a bit better. So yeah, let's jump in and see how that goes. But yeah, if you want to get early access to these videos or the picture-in-picture version where you see the anime, that was the wrong button, uh, where you see the anime up here, then yeah, you can support me on Patreon to get such benefits. And yeah, also click the like button if you enjoyed the video. Anyway, let's jump in. 3, 2, 1, play. She has a name. Oh, we're talking to him, okay. I mean, yeah, he's not wrong. Always what's on his mind. No, he did not do that. But nice to see you care so much. Yeah, Kyoya is not one to be deterred from his goal. Munou na Nana. Yeah, in the last video, somebody left a comment basically saying that they're kind of similar to Kira and L from Death Note, and I really can't unsee that ever since I read that. Even had like the surface level friendship, established, right? While someone's keeping their murderous nature secret the whole time. We're trying to. Yeah, there's tons of people we really don't know much about in this opening. I gotta say, the eyes on Nana on that shot, it's so good. She's not wrong. I guess he's just sick and absent too. Yes, I thought we established that. Didn't really think about that, but I guess we would have to replace him, yeah. What is easier when there's no body? Rude. Good luck on that. What are you guys talking about? I want to be a part of this. Oh, we're going there. It's from me. I'm sorry. Man, they're just going to town, aren't they? I mean, it's a pretty cute letter. I'm curious who sent it. But yeah, it definitely is pretty mean to just read someone's love letter out loud like that to the class. But I mean, I wanted to hear it, so I can't complain too much. Oh, is she going to be the one with the healing powers? That makes sense, since she's such a bundle of cute cotton candy energy. As she strips her and... Well, okay. I guess that's how the healing works. I'm going to assume, yeah. Otherwise, that would just be weird, you know. But no, that's that's how she heals. By the way, I have a scratch on my thigh. So if you have the time, you know, I could use the help. Does it? Never mind then. Yeah, I mean, Michiru. With healing? How can healing hurt anybody? She is? You just believe in these numbers you're given. I gotta be honest, pulling down the thigh or the socks, knee socks, whatever they're called, and then just licking, it's pretty hot. Those eyes again with the eyes. Not even red. She doesn't even have to do the unlock the red to be scary with the eyes. Oh. Just be glad she doesn't have a knife with her. Because you killed them? I mean, that head was really sticking out. Like, you could see that. Well, I should have seen that coming, honestly. Really? So there was no genuine love letter sender? Wow. Okay, well now I just feel bad for her. Somebody give her a hug. Nana, she licked you. The least you could do is hug her. I know, right? Nothing can compare to that. Kiria's like, but I sent the letter. No. That would have been a funny twist, though. He got a friend last episode, so he wants a girlfriend this episode. Oh, wow, they are bonding. I mean, she didn't do it with Kiria. That's all I'm saying. But I think I have my thumbnail. I mean, I initially called her a sheep, but I guess we are just going with dog. Very useful stuff. And you want to kill this sweet, beneficial girl. Okay, my mind is going places. Has to be from behind. So she can't lick it. Now I'm thinking about how many places you could actually lick on your body. Just because you're immortal, so you're like 60 years old. It's quite the offer. Yeah, their relationship is an interesting one. on a murdering spree. I feel like you could probably lick any part of your leg. Like, I don't really want to, like, try right now on camera to lick various parts of my body, but... Oh, there she goes. But yeah, the bag is a safe bet on unlickable. So is she just gonna really just... Is she gonna try to frickin'... I didn't even see what she had in her hand. It didn't really look like a knife. Just like with Nakajima. I really will not be happy with her if she kills off this sweet summer child. Oh, what a visual. I'm glad we could acknowledge that. Oh. Wait, what? Does she intentionally attack her to make her heal? To make her healer? I mean, it said something about a lifespan earlier, right? Like, is that the play here? I mean, she's obviously full of it, but... Invisible type. That'd be a nice talent to have. Well, it does remind me of Death Note. Kira would always do things to try to get suspicion off of him. That's the question. I mean, it does make you less likely to be seen as a suspect if you become a target. Yeah. Still takes some real willpower to voluntarily stab yourself like that. Okay, well... It's a weird looking knife, but... I know I could count on that dog to save me. Will stab myself to gain power. What a devious girl she is. I mean, the stuff about her story doesn't make sense, so obviously it's going to question her a lot. Yeah. I guess she just doesn't care about you. Universal excuse. I was in a panic, so I didn't do the logical thing that would be most beneficial. Thank you for that sound. I'm glad we have an illustration. I bet I didn't. Apparently I just wanted to stab Nana and leave. Or stab anybody and leave. Wasn't picky. Yeah, do you have an answer for that, Nana? That's what I'm thinking. The eyes. I wish you would just call her Nana to make it a little bit less confusing. Like, I know that's her other name, but I don't associate it with her. Or Hiragi stabbed herself. Like a crazy person. Again, coming down to the problem of motive. That's the biggest issue. I mean, we're not on the same page because I have more information than you, but it's what I noticed. We have a healer on this island, so we're all good. Do we really have to? All females. Okay, yeah, now she switches her tune. Because your power is a lie, and you wanted him dead, so twofold. But she's talentless. Talentless Nana. I'm not sure that necessarily makes somebody leader material. The important thing to having a leader. Now that is she. Does Kyoya have an objection? Because I would sure have an objection or two. What are your thoughts, Kyoya? We did not get any of his thoughts. That sure would be convenient for you, wouldn't it? If you can include their weaknesses and, when they're most vulnerable throughout the day, that would be quite helpful. Man, if she had only said Kikaku Dori there, it would have been literally perfect. Such a missed opportunity. It's a victim of something. Yeah, like a knife. That's her. God damn it, this guy is smart look. Well, it definitely wasn't. It's more or less the last episode I did, end shot-wise. That would be a bit odd. I just want to play my game console, leave me alone. Yep. Junior Shoujo upside down. Okay. Yeah, hit the nail on the head here. We have lost. It's very accurate speculation. Like, obviously, you can't make any real moves based on all this until we get some real evidence, but you should at least stay on this line of thinking. You know, since it's right. Are you gonna test that? He's gonna try all sorts of murder methods on him, see which one works. Or you become less cute somehow. Yeah, I saw you in the background of that one shot. You're looking kind of suspicious. That one, yeah. Tsunekichi. Know the future. Is he serious? That's a picture of Nana and... Wow. I mean, that is quite the shot, isn't it? Yeah, how are you gonna talk your way out of that one, Nana? That looks pretty sus, as the kids say. Yabakune? I hate the way he talks. It kind of looks like it. There's always a nice little hint in these things, isn't there? Yeah, can you tell me why our future self looks like she's trying to kill me? Okay, are you a... So we're just gonna break into a ramen place. Little dining hall. I don't know, the time travel guy was pretty good. Finally. Trying to get a good look at the picture, but it keeps like there it was upside down. What a sad vision. Back when you had normal hair. You got a better score? That would be funny, but I don't think that's where this is going. No, okay. Yeah, I was hoping it would be some story about how you could change the future, but I guess it's literally the opposite. She really does not want to be here. I can't wait for that. Just taking it in the face. Could you walk very slowly to give me those? Very carefully. And right about now. Yep. There it goes. Enjoy a face full of noodles. Yeah, ma'am, this is why I didn't want these. You gave them to me anyway. There's a shot. Yeah. He sounds so full of himself as he says that, but if that's true, then that other picture he should be pretty worried about. Oh! Okay, that is a real money shot right there. Like, there's no talking there's no talking your way out of that one. Like, you have the hand stretched out and the I don't care that you're about to die look and everything. And that's literally the only picture you could get if either by, magical method, obviously, or if the person that took the picture was already falling off the cliff. Realize that would be the only way you would get that kind of shot. Or a drone, I guess. But, but man, this guy just showed up and really shook up things. Because, yeah, he just jumped up to the top of the I need to kill you list for Nana. But I'll talk more in the discussion period. And that clip is starting to become kind of iconic. Michiru. Who is the real Bakemono? That's the question. Apparently she forgave them, you know. They still seem pretty buddy-buddy in the ED. The Talented versus the Talentless Part 2. Did we just skip? Did we have like just one episode in between Part 1 and Part 2? I mean, I guess that's nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of funny. But yeah, that was the 4th episode of, Munou Nana. Another interesting episode, another really good episode. So we're going to start with this one. Well, Michiru, our dog girl, I guess she is. She had a little bit of focus, right? We have a love letter for her, which is actually a pretty nice love letter, you know? Like, basically just, I like you, I felt this way for a while. We're in different classes, you know, but I see you taking care of the flowers. I finally have the courage to tell you, you know, let's meet up. So very basic in the sense it doesn't really have too much fluff to it. But, you know, you can feel the genuineness to it. You can feel the, you know, like it seems like a legit love letter, except it's not, sadly, you know. We have the two girls made the fake love letter. They read the fake love letter to the class. And yeah, just a pretty horrible thing to do to poor Michiru. Like, they definitely lost some points with me through that. I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna have to work hard to get that back. Michiru is a sweet summer child, you know, a bundle of cotton candy. Like, you don't do this sort of thing to her. It's not okay. I don't like seeing her cry. I don't like seeing her upset. You know, I did not enjoy any of that. But you know what I did enjoy was her healing Nana. You know, Nana had a bit of an ouchie, right? So she just pulls down the clothing and just goes to town on that leg, borderline thigh, like it's about that area. The look on Nana's face is pretty good. I want to go back to that because first she looks a little bit confused, like, you know, before the licking starts, like what is she doing? And then we begin the licking. Yeah, that look on her face. Like, what is this girl doing? I mean, obviously you have very limited sympathy for Nana because she's just a murderer, you know, killing all these characters. But, you know, first she deals with Kyoya stroking her hair. And now she deals with Michiru licking her leg. And also deals with some random boy more or less forcing her on a date with him at, you know, at the dining hall. But, so yeah, just... obviously, you can call a lot of this karma for the bad things Nana does, but, you know, these things do happen to her, so. But anyway, she did go there when, when Michiru went to the meeting spot, scared off the less than ideal friends, and then they just, like, had a good time together. Like, it was a very short little montage, but we get to see, like, smiling together, both have like a little piece of rice, you know, they mutually take it off and eat it from each other, you know, like, you know, I didn't think of the show as being a show I would ship people, but as a Yuri shipper, they gave me a lot of material there to ship Nana with Michiru, I'm not gonna lie, you know, but because before you even had the, you know, rice face eating thing, we had the licking thing, right? So, yeah, good to see all around. So I enjoyed all that. Like I said, it was very brief, but you got the point across that they're pretty much friends now. You even got a little bit of imagination visual for being like full-on doggy with the ears and the tail. Great to see. Even had a shot of her sticking her tongue out. But Kyoya, man, Kyoya, he's got that scent on Nana. He's figuring out more and more stuff. He has so much of it pretty much figured out at this point. The only problem is, like I said, the motive and a lack of actual evidence, you know, like, say, a photograph, which another character could help with that if he, you know, becomes friends with him and works together with him. But that other guy, Tsunenichi, I want to say his name is, can I find his name on hopefully he's on the front of the page. Yeah, Tsunekichi. Thank you for being on the front of my Minless character page for the anime. Yeah, Tsunekichi. If you actually work together with Tsunekichi, they could definitely just knock this out of the park, but I don't think that's how it's going to go down. It'd be far too easy. But, yeah, he even tries to watch and, you know, make sure Nana doesn't get out and go into any funny business. But then we have this scene where she attacks. At first, when she said it's the enemy to Michiru, where I thought this was going was just some more attempt to like frame Kyoya as the enemy, right? But then, of course, it made it clear pretty quickly that it was just a distraction. You know, like the old, hey, look, a UFO, and then they turn around and then you do the sneaky thing. We had that because I didn't know what she had at first because I was expecting like a regular knife or maybe a box cutter, but it was an awl, which I barely even know what that is, and like, I want to say 75% of it is not even sharp, and that's mostly what I saw because the rest of it's kind of thin and sparkly and partially blends in with the lines of the ceiling, and it was also a bit of a quick shot. So as a result, I just thought she had like a what's the word I'm looking for? A flare, you know, like that sort of thing, right? It's like a cylindrical object. But no, it did have a pointy end. I could stab somebody, and it did stab somebody, but not who you might think. Instead, it stabbed Nana herself. Yeah, because we walk in, and we obviously, yeah, when he walks in, she's already on the floor, you know, obviously grimacing in pain. And then, not too long after that, we have a teary-eyed Michiru licking the wound. You know, the first thing that came to mind was, you know, why is she, like, half undressed or whatever? But then, of course, it made sense, because to get to the wound, you have to remove the clothing. You know, it wouldn't help a lot to lick the clothes, right? So, but that was my first thing that came to mind, but yeah, I figured it out not too long afterwards. But I guess she's more concerned about other things, but I almost expected to see a little bit of, you know, embarrassment about being seen in that state of a semi-undress. But yeah, too much more important things to worry about. Like, you know, being in pain and trying to pretend that there was a monster nearby and all that good stuff. But it is sad to see Michiru cry again, you know, because obviously she just made her new friend. She cares about her. She sees her get all injured. She's worried about her. She wants to help her out, not knowing that it was all just Nana's own doing, all just an evil plan, because she wants to kill all of Michiru's classmates. Like, Michiru doesn't know any of this. She's just such a good girl. She just wants to help and be nice, and she has to deal with Nana, this evil girl. So I felt really bad for Michiru there. But, you know, it was a bold play from Nana, you know. It did seem to work, though. It got her some sympathy from the other classmates, showcases able to frame herself as a victim, so much less likely to be suspected, you know. Because obviously the more people that get targeted, the more people start to wonder, okay, who's behind all this? But if you're already one of those sequential targets, then nobody's going to suspect you first unless you give them a really good reason to, which you mentioned at some point, like getting caught in the act, which again kind of foreshadowed the picture thing later on. But the way aside from that, yeah, she would have very little to worry about in the way of getting discovered. But as always, Kyoya asking questions, trying to figure out what's going on. You're looking at what's going on, discrepancies and all that. But as always, no real motives, so he can't really, and no real evidence, so very limited on what he can actually do. But she now has the power, though. And I'm glad they explained why Tsunekichi was in the background like that, looking a little bit weird. But yeah, we got our answer. Yeah, and he showed up, Tsunekichi showed up right around here. Yeah, I was actually talking about poison and whatnot. Because, yeah, Tsunekichi, I want to get a good look at that picture. I wonder what the best shot of it is. Because this is the first shot of it, which might be the best one, yeah. Obviously, it's a little bit dark because, well, in the show it's nighttime, and in the picture it's nighttime, and they're inside of a building that's not really well lit. So, as a result, not really easy to see, but I'm going to look at it here. Because, yeah, we have Nana behind him. Because the first look, there might be something around his neck, but I don't think so. No, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm taking a better look at it now, because I thought what she had too were like two more owls, you know? Two more weapons, but now I can kind of see the rope in between it, so it looks like she's just trying to choke me to death with a jump rope. Is that what she's trying to do? I mean, I guess that's one way to kill somebody, I guess, and yeah, you can definitely tell it's a gym storage room because it has the vault, the jumpy thingy, I think is a technical term, because you can't really see too much more in the shot than that. I mean, you do get a nice view of the window and the moon and all that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the vault is the only thing you really see. Otherwise, although I think I see a 172 in the background, I don't think that's important at all. But I do like how Nana's face is kind of like shadowed, really, almost like you know, because sometimes in like detective crime investigation sort of shows, before they find out the true villain, they'll show the shots as like just a completely dark, shadowed individual. Like Danganronpa did this, with the manga panel ending for a case, right? I've only played the first Danganronpa game, but yeah, they did it for that one. So obviously the hands are not black, and you can see the hair, so it's not quite the same thing. But that is kind of what came to mind when I first saw that shot. But it is interesting that I can not only see the future, but can literally get pictures of it. Like, that makes the ability so much more useful. Like, it really does. But yeah, our boy can see the future. Funnily enough, that's the second, like, time-related talent that we've seen in the show so far. He seems to be pretty proud of himself with that ability, but, like, I'm pretty sure, Shibusawa, I want to say his name is, like, he could travel in time. That was definitely much more useful, I would say, in my opinion. I guess it's all a matter of opinion. But yeah, I really did think that 0 on the test thing was gonna go in a completely different direction. To be like the future. I thought it was gonna be like the future's not set in stone. Like, I got my answer about what things would be like, and then I changed my actions and got a better result. And as a result, he's trying to do the same thing with the murder. Like, you looks like you kill me or something for some reason. So maybe if I become friends with you, we get along. That won't happen. Like, I thought that's where it was going, because otherwise, is there really much point in doing any of this? Like, if he's accepted the attack is going to be set in stone, like, what's the point of any of this? Like, I guess there'd be some value in knowing why you're going to die, But otherwise, I don't think it's too useful. Although the picture of her with noodles on her face, I quite enjoyed that shot, especially because you can see like the mouth. It's kind of like this happened. Why did this happen? Like, this is so annoying. Like, that's what I took from that face. Like, I can't believe this crap. Just the things that happened to me. But yeah, like I said, more karma for Nana in her, evil actions. But. And then, yeah, the big drop is right here. The shot of Nakajima very clearly being pushed off a cliff by none other than Talentless Nana. Yeah. Like, that was a great thing to end off the episode with, because how could she possibly argue her way out of that? Because I tried to think to myself during the ED, like, if you needed to argue your way out of this, like, you could go full-blown lawyer and try to make it seem like you didn't just murder him, what could you possibly say as an excuse? Like, if the hand wasn't like that, maybe you could somehow be like, oh, he just lost his footing. Like, I guess you could maybe say I put up my hand to grab him, but nothing about the overall body language, like her stance, shows any attempt to move forward, right? Like, nobody would be like, I'm trying to grab you, Nakajima, but you seem to be falling. I tried so hard to save you. Oh, well. Like, you would be on your knees, one hand on the rope, one hand stretched out to grab him. It would be a very different overall stance, right? So, even though that would probably be the best excuse you could come up with, I was trying to grab him to save him, it's not a good one. I don't think that would fly with anyone, right? So, yeah, I don't think there's any arguing this. Like, yeah, I don't... Yeah, she just has to kill him before he tells anyone, right? Because I can't. I know Nana's pretty smart and devious, but I can't think of any way to get out of this, right? Like, has he actually expressed what he wants out of this? Like, he asked why she wants to kill him, but I don't think we got anything from him in the sense of, like, what he expects her to do. Like, what does he expect to get out of this, really? Like, what was the point of showing the Nakajima picture? Like, if this is all just curiosity, I guess that's fine, but I don't quite understand what his goal is here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, obviously showing the picture of Nakajima just gonna give her more reason to want to kill him. Is the idea here is that to blackmail her, to be like, how about you don't kill me, and in exchange, I won't tell people that you murdered Nakajima. But, like, didn't he already thinks that the future is set in stone, right? Like, he said that, I'm pretty sure. So that wouldn't work, question mark? I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out what exactly his play is here. That's all I'm trying to do. I guess the last thing I really wanted to mention was the whole Michiru thing, because one of her two quote-unquote friends mentioned that healing shortens her life. We really just kind of glossed over that. I would like to know exactly the stats on that. Like, how much does one heal shorten her life for, right? Like, are we talking a day per heal, or, you know, or more? Like, I would like to know that, so I know how worried I should be every time she heals somebody. You know, that would be good information to have. But I mean, I guess for the most part, they just wanted to give the audience the weakness of her ability, the drawback, which they kind of established. You know, most of the talents have. Which, you know, lore wise, that's good. But I kind of want to know more about that because I don't know how much I should worry about poor Michiru over here. But you know, hopefully they give us that at some point. But I'm not really expecting it to, because I feel like if they were gonna say that, they would have said it there. But yeah, good episode. We have definitely introduced our new threat, you know, Nana's new threat, being Tsunakichi. Yeah, next episode we get to see exactly how she deals with it. I mean, killing him is most likely going to be the way she deals with it, but I mean a bit more specific, like, right? So, you know, because, yeah, like, if he, I don't know, they just, with this power, there's too many unknowns. Like, if she decided to kill him sooner than that now, would he see that too? I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking. But anyway, that's all the speculation I really have for now. So I'm just going to end it off here. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, support me on Patreon, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.